So okay, so it's a very lost chapter number 7, and it was sorting. So we got finally to practical applications. Even though we discussed many practical applications before, but now he puts everything into one section. Okay. So it says, before proceeding to elaborate on the principle of practical applications of borer is sorting, on Yom Tov, it is important to reiterate 2 rules. Okay. Number 1, when borer is permitted, the selection is not to be done for immediate use. However, it may be done only for the use of that day. Okay, so just to remind us, going back to Shabbos, so we said on Shabbos there are three conditions. 3 conditions, meaning first one is good from bad. Good whatever you want from bad, whatever you don't want, even it's edible, right? So the examples that we should think right away. You have a bowl of nuts and raisins, so you want only raisins, don't want nuts. It's not there's something wrong with nuts, or opposite, you want nuts, don't want raisins, right? Second condition by hand. So you don't use any special instrument, right? And the third condition is for right now, meaning for immediate use, and we explained what immediate use is. So here it's about Shabbos. Of course, on Yom Tov, since we can cook, we said the rules are more lenient. So the first one rule that for Yom Tov, which is lenient, it says when borer is permitted, the selection need not to be done for immediate use. So meaning on Friday night you can, apologize, not Friday, on Yom Tov night, meaning that Yom Tov just started, on that night you can prepare for the morning meal, there is no problem whatsoever. Okay, on Shabbos you would not be able to do that. So one second, borer permitted selection, and need not to be done for immediate use. However, it may be done only for that one day. Okay, that one day, what does it mean? So there is a special prohibition, applies actually to Shabbos and Yom Tov as well, is that you're not allowed to prepare for the next day. That's always, right? Even the next day is Yom Tov, even next day is Shabbos, which is in some sense is higher than holiday, it does not make any difference. Okay, rule number 2, the separate of food and waste component should be, should be done in easier possible manner. The determination of whether to remove food from the waste or vice versa must be done for each individual mixture. Okay, so and here we go about the rule number 1, that on Shabbos we say only good from bad. Here on Yom Tov, it's whatever is faster for you, whatever is easier for you, do, right? If good from bad is easier, or bad from good is easier, whatever is good, do. Right, so there is no strict rule, so we relied on common sense of the person. Okay, so A, peeling food. It is permitted to use a specialized fruit or vegetable peeler on Yom Tov. So on Shabbos it would be forbidden. Okay. It is similarly permissible to use apple corer. Okay. However, these implements and any other sorting or sifting implements may not be used on Shabbos. Okay. So we said that. See Shabbos Kitchen, page 111. Okay. So. The only restriction, just to remind us, is to use these implements that usually are done on a large scale. Okay, so that would not be allowed. On a smaller scale, no problem. Like a vegetable peeler, like you can peel, I think, only one cucumber or one apple at a time. So there is no problem whatsoever. Continue. So on Shabbos, just to draw a parallel, you can peel, if you want to make a salad and you need a cucumber, you can peel with a knife, regular knife. Okay, continue. Perforated spoon. On a weekday, it is common to serve a salad that contain liquid, such as coleslaw or cucumber salad, with a perforated spoon to facilitate straining the liquid. This type of spoon may be used on Yom Tov. So you want to serve salad. Sometimes they have set of 2 spoons. You want to serve salad, but you don't want too much dressing, right? So that's good on a weekday on Yom Tov, but on Shabbos it's not going to. Is it going to work? You see, it's a specialized instrument, so we would not be able to use it. Okay. So continue. Sieve. One may not use sieve for sorting on Yom Tov because sieve normally used for large scale sorting. I mean, of course, if you have nothing else to do, as we said, maybe you can do like upside down, which is very inconvenient, but it's going to be a reminder for you that today is Yom Tov. But as we said before, I think my wife has like this cup. This cup is a mechanism. It's works better than the sieve. Okay, so continue. Straining soup. On Yom Tov, one may fashion a narrow opening between a pot and a cover in order to strain soup through the opening so that the vegetables left behind. One may utilize stop here. So even though there is no special implement, right? The pot of the soup is a lid, like it's normal. But on Shabbos you would not be allowed to do that, because that's how, like, in some sense it is a special implement. And when you want only the liquid from the soup, right? That's what you do. You open up so you close the lid, then move over, like open a little, and that's how you strain soup, right? And leave all of the vegetables or other things behind. That would not be allowed on Shabbos. On Yom Tov there is no problem. Again, it's not a special implement, but in this case it is, because that's how people do it. That's how people use it. Okay, continue. One may also utilize calendar, I'm not sure how to pronounce, to strain water from noodles. Okay, there is no problem. On Shabbos, again, you would not be able to use that. Okay, continue. Tea bags. On Yom Tov, it is permitted to extract essence from the tea bag by allowing to drip from a bag, even though the bag is an instrument that holds the tea leaves, while allowing the liquid to drip out. Okay, so of course we're not allowed to press it, right? That's a different squeezing. It's forbidden, but if you like hang it, I guess on a handle of the cup, tie it a little, and let it sit there, and let the only liquid, or as much as liquid tea come out of the tea bag, there is no problem, but no squeezing. Okay. Continue. Because why? Because this tea bag is a special implement, right? To keep the tea leaves behind. So next one is squeezing lemons. On both Shabbos and Yom Tov, one may squeeze the juice of lemons onto solid foods, but not on a liquid. See page 49. So again, just a reminder, solid foods, in this case, sugar is also considered to be solid food. So if you want to squeeze lemon into the sugar, if you want to drink or the tea with lemon, that would be perfectly fine. Or you want to squeeze lemon on some other things, on salmon or whatever you eat, so that is also fine, with the condition that most of it is going to get, most of the lemon juice is going to get absorbed into solid food. Okay. On Yom Tov, it is permitted to wrap. So you 1 second. You can do it on Shabbos and Yom Tov. Same thing. So far, here's the difference. On Yom Tov, it is permitted to wrap slice of lemon in a cheesecloth before squeezing it, squeeze out the juice. So of course, cheesecloth is a filter, right? That would keep all of this lemon seeds behind, right? So for sure, it's or in pulps behind. So it's on Shabbos it would be forbidden, but Yom Tov no problem. However, one may however, one may not use this on Shabbos because the cloth serves as an instrument that separates lemon juice, which is food, from the pulp and peat's waste. Okay, exactly as we said. So it's a special instrument. So I mean, that's cheesecloth is for people who do not know. That's how you make home cheese, right? Soft cheese. Soft cheese. This like cottage cheese they call it. Okay. So continue. G, melon seeds. Okay. Cantaloupe and honeydew melons. On Yom Tov, it is permitted to remove the cluster of seeds from the center of the cantaloupe or honeydew melon, provided that at least part of the melon will be eaten sometimes during the day. So on Shabbos, it does not say about Shabbos, but on Shabbos it is allowed only for immediate use, right? And for immediate use, or you would take with some edible part. So one of the permitted way how you allow to separate bad from good. So you separate bad whatever you don't want. All of these pits. Plus, you take a little of edible stuff, so it's not considered to be separation. Okay, so same if you wanna you have a piece of meat and there's a fat attached to it. You don't want it fat, so you cannot just cut away fat and leave it. No, you have to cut. Oh, I'm talking about Shabbos. So you have to cut fat and a little of meat, or don't cut away all of the fat. So one of the two. Right, but going back to our cantaloupe or honeydew melons, you can do this separation as we said in the beginning of this section for the day, meaning to even if you did it at night, so you want to do it you want to clean the whole melon and prepare, cut it in pieces, right, and prepare for the next morning. There is no problem. Okay, but on Shabbos, it's unless you do it as I said with the edible stuff, would not be allowed. Next one is watermelon. So on Yom Tov, it is permitted to remove seeds from watermelon before eating it. So because it's clear violation of the first rule of Shabbos. So I'm just drawing the parallel, right? On Shabbos, you would not be allowed to remove these seeds. So you would need to eat, bite with the seed and then spit out in napkin or something. And so today, most of the I think most of the watermelons is without seeds, so it's much easier. Okay. Right, but on Yom Tov it is allowed to remove all of the seeds before eating it. Okay. Continue. Next one is. Let me see. Okay, so let's do this one. Bones. On Yom Tov, one may extract bones from fish, chicken, or meat that will be eaten that day. So meaning you can do before you start eating it. Okay, so you have a piece of fish, have some bones, small bones. You remove them, and then you start eating. On Shabbos, would not be allowed. So that's clear violation of the first rule, right? That you're not allowed to remove bad from good. Bad is bone, so you don't want to eat bone, right? So one of the ways to take a piece of fish from your mouth, or if it's possible, with your fork, to to take only meat, from fish, it would be preferable. If not, like some fish have small bones, very thin bones, so it can damage because it's dangerous, right? So you would be able, like for example, you want to feed your young child this kind of fish, right? So you would be able to remove, like put it on a fork or on a spoon, however you feed your child, and remove like right before you put it in the child's mouth, or you feed an elderly person, same exactly as a child, because it's a life danger. Like this child would not understand to spit out the bone. You understand, with this elderly person, right? So that would be exception, but for all other people, that's why Ashkenazim use gefilte fish. So gefilte fish is like a right. It's only soft part. There are no bones, and since they go like through the food processor, even if there were bones, you usually not. They actually were like cut in many pieces, so there is no problem whatsoever. Right. So I never experienced a bone in a gefilte fish. Okay, so that's Ashkenazi food, right? But sometimes we eat fish, and sometimes there would bone, one bone, two bones. But usually we buy fish, like especially for Shabbos, with no bones, or like there is no fish without bone, with minimum amount of bones. So one of the Jewish fish, it would be mackerel, right? Almost no bones. Okay. So let me see. And same with the chicken. So sometimes when it's chicken well done, so it's easy to pull out the bone, right, and leave the chicken. So when you pull out the bone and you have some meat left, there is no problem whatsoever. But if it's going to pull out completely clean, it's not allowed on Shabbos. But on Yom Tov there is no problem. You can prepare your dish whatever you want. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, there's another one. It says, could the Rabbi please teach us why is the rule for watermelon different from cantaloupe?
Okay, so that's a very good question. So cantaloupe, you can take all of the seed at once, all of the seeds. You take a spoon, and you remove all of the seeds. Right? With watermelon, you cannot do that because it's spread around. You understand? So that's and usually people would eat the watermelon, right, in normal way, like on a weekday. Let's say you cut yourself a slice and you eat it, and you have encounter the seed, you're going to spit out, no problem. You understand? But nobody would cut the piece of cantaloupe with the seed attached. I mean, I have not seen that. People always clean it and then start serving. That's the answer. Okay, big difference. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi.